Okay, are we rolling?
Yep.
Alrighty. Hi, I'm Molly with the Rosefield. I'm Mary Lou's sister, and this is video 2 of 3. And I'm going to talk about the yarn that we have. First of all, as Mary Lou mentioned, we are a shave 'em to save 'em provider of Leicester Longwool and Shetland. We have both natural and dyed in the Leicester Longwool, and we have various weights. So I'm going to take you through each one of what we have. We have sport weight in the Leicester Longwool, and it is dyed, and it is 235 yards in the sport weight, and they are $25 a skein. I do have some products that were made with the various yarns, and if I have one, I will show you. So this is the Summer Blossom. It's a little baby sweater that I pulled off of Ravelry. So the pattern is available on Ravelry. And this was just one skein of the sport weight Leicester. We also have worsted weight Leicester. This is what we call our Field of Roses colorway, and it is a real pretty green shade, and then a pink shade, and then it is twisted together for a barber pole combination. Those are $28 a skein, and there are 230 yards in each skein. And I had made this, which is called the Stash Bash Shawl. It is a pattern by Laura Smoot that we do have available. It is the pattern is $6. The pattern is actually written for fingering weight yarn, but Mary Lou yells at me all the time because I never follow a pattern as written. I liked to do it in the worsted weight. I think it really shows off the pattern a lot better. And what I did here was 2 small shawls, and I sewed them together at the seam and made a little poncho. And that was just about 4 of those skeins. I think I used 2 of the barber pole skeins, and then 1 each of the green and the pink. And still in the Leicester Longwool, we have a raspberry and black twist, or it was raspberry, and it is hand dyed,
Painted
with the hand painted with the black added in. And I made a little shawl of that. And I added some of our black merino angora yarn to that, and I'll talk about the angora merino blends a little bit later. This again was just one skein of the sport weight raspberry. We have a light and dark gray in the natural Leicester. Those are worsted weights, and those are $25 a skein. All of these yarns and colorways are on our website, which is www.therosefield.com. And when we get the yarn back from the mill, if we have the end of the mill run, I like to do just a little something to show how each of these work up. And what I did with those, well, what I did with most of them are these little snowflake headbands. And those patterns are free with any fiber purchase from us. And this is the light and the dark Leicester. I like to do the snowflakes in the Angora Merino blend, again, which I will talk about a little bit later. But that is how those gray, light and dark naturals work up. And I just love the snowflake patterns. And here, well, here was that green Leicester that I showed you originally. That is the sport weight. I love this pattern because you can go anywhere from a sport up to the worsted. And then this was the Field of Roses green. That was just a little bit that was left over after I did that shawl. And again, that is the 50/50 Angora Merino blend. So next we have our newest yarn, which we just got back from the mill. We have a navy blue Leicester worsted weight, and we have a natural white worsted weight. These are both Leicester. All of these yarns, again, in this first column, are all eligible for the Shave 'em to Save 'em program. We do have stickers available, so if you purchase any of these, you can include the request for the Shave 'em to Save 'em sticker, if you have enough of the qualifying purchase. These are 200-yard skeins. The white was a lamb fleece that was just gorgeous, gorgeous curls. These have a wonderful drape to them when you work them up. So the white Leicester worsted is $25 a skein, and the dyed navy blue is $28. And again, I did a little snowflake headband with the blue, with the navy blue. And again, I'm very fascinated with the snowflakes. And finally, in the Leicester, we have a bulky weight in 3 colors available. There's a raspberry, there is the same green that was in the sport weight, and we have some blue. Those are 235-yard skeins. They are actually 8 ounces each, and they are $30. And what we did with those was a shawl that was made on a triangle loom, and we added some of a bulky dark brown, and I think that turned out really, really nice. Very, very warm. And I also have a hat that was done using that bulky. That was a free pattern from Ravelry. I think it was called Counting Hearts, and that worked up really nice, that hat. Okay, so that's all of our Leicester, and again, that is Shave 'em to Save 'em eligible. If you're not familiar with the Shave 'em to Save 'em program, it is an initiative of the Livestock Conservancy to promote the use of wool from rare sheep breeds that are on the conservation priority list. The Leicester long wool is a breed of sheep that is currently on the threatened list, and recovering would be the Shetland, and we have both of those sheep on the rose field. So for the Shetland, we have a natural white in the Shetland, and it is a DK weight. It is 275 yards, a 4-ounce skein, and it is a 2-ply DK, and it is $25 a skein. So then, if you're not familiar with the weights, the Leicester is a little bit of a more coarse yarn. It would be great for like outerwear. The Shetland, you could go a little bit closer to the body. That would really make up a nice sweater or scarf. So then what we did was we blended some of the Shetland that we had with some of our Angora. So we have a sport weight available in the dark Shetland. It is 80% dark Shetland and 20% agouti Angora. 160 yard skein for $22. And then we have a white Shetland that is 75% light Shetland, 25% chocolate Angora. And this is in fingering weight, and that is a great thing to add into any project. You're going to get a nice halo on that. I don't know if you can see the halo on there.
Just a little. Okay.
And finally, in the Shetland Angora era, we have an 85% white Shetland with a 15% fawn Angora. And this, we also just got this back from the fiber mill. There is a shrug on our website that was made using this yarn. Our cousin actually worked that up, and she just loved working with this yarn. This is a worsted 3-ply, so it is very soft and yet very, very durable. This is a 200 yard skein for $31. And I did make up a, out of that dark Shetland and light Shetland with Angora, I made up a snowflake headband. I think they go very, very nicely together. And again, love the white snowflakes. Okay, so the final thing we have, well, it's not a Shetland, it's a merino. We have a 75% merino blend with 25% Angora. So again, this would be very, very durable, very, very warm. These are worsted, and they are $39 a skein, 200 yard skeins. And what I did with those, of course, was another headband. I think this is my last one. This was done with the charcoal color with the reddish headband, or the reddish snowflakes in the headband. And so then we have our Angora. We have a 50-50%, 50% Angora, 50% merino blend. That is available in both the fingering weight and the worsted weight. This is fabulous to add into any project, especially a snowflake headband. And again, this pattern works up in about 2 days. It's great. You can use any type of worsted weight or sport weight yarn. You can kind of use your leftover yarn from other projects. And like I said, I just love the look of the snowflakes done in the 50% merino, 50% Angora. You get a nice halo on there. So those are our 50-50 Angora merino blends. We also have some 70, we go all the way up to 70% Angora in a blend with merino. And we have that available in 3 colors. We have a gorgeous red and purple and pink. We have those in both 2-ounce skeins, which are 130 yards, and we have 1-ounce skeins of each of those. I only have one of the violet color left in the 1 ounce, and those are 70 yards. And that is more of a sport weight, and again, great to add into a project. You can add a couple lines, a couple rows into anything that you're making. This scarf was made with the 50-50 Angora merino, and That's, you know, very, very warm and very, very soft to have right around your neck. So I think that is it on the yarn.
No, no. Wait.
Back after a little bit of technical difficulties there. This is video 2B of 3. We had just finished up talking about our merino angora blends, and I just wanted to quickly show off the 2 patterns that we do have available that I had shown. This is the Stash Bash shawl by Laura Smoot. It is written for a fingering weight yarn, but as I said, I did it in a worsted weight, which I think really shows off the pattern very, very nicely. We also have free, that pattern is $6. Free with any fiber purchase is the snowflake headband. You can also work that up into a hat, and I also have mitts, fingerless mitts on there with one little snowflake on the top of each mitt. And we're going to finish this video off by showing off 3 of our new little fiber producers, and I think we should call them Wink and Blink and a Nod.
These are not for sale. They are already purchased.
Yeah, they are spoken for. But this one here is my favorite.
That's the little boy, and he is blue. These are 100% German.
They were born just about 6 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
We just weaned them off mommy.
That's a doe.
She is
A goodie.
a goodie.
Well, or maybe steel.
And then we have a ruby-eyed white little doe.
She's the most inquisitive of all of them. She's kind of nosy. Okay.
So, that's it for our yarn portion of our videos. And just remind you that with the coupon code FA Fiber Arts 2020, any order over $20 is free shipping during this wonderful Fiber Fest. And we'd like to thank Ellen Zaweda for organizing all of this.
Yeah.